All right, skill number 3 is called GSD, which stands for Get Shit Done. And if Superpowers is about how Claude writes code, then GSD is about the environment that Claude actually writes that code in. Every Claude Code user eventually hits that wall, right? You start a session, things are going great, Claude's nailing everything. Then somewhere around halfway through your context window, it starts to fall apart. You know, code gets sloppy, Claude forgets requirements that you set at the beginning of the session. It starts skipping steps and it actually cuts corners, and it might tell you things are done when they're not. And this is essentially called context rot. Now, GSD fixes this with context engineering. Instead of letting one big session slowly degrade, it spawns fresh sub-agents for each task, and each one has a clean context window focused on only what they need to know. So your main session stays clean, each task gets the full power of Claude's context window instead of just the leftovers. It also has built-in quality gates that catch real problems during execution. Scope reduction detection catches the planner when it silently drops a requirement that you asked for. Security enforcement anchors verification to your threat model. These aren't things that you'd manually think to go check through, especially if you're not coming from a software engineering background, which is exactly why having them automated really matters. There's also an autonomous mode if you want to hand Claude a spec and just walk away. It'll plan, execute, commit, and work through the whole project without you having to babysit it as much. Now, one thing I want to be upfront about is that GSD isn't really a token-saving plugin. All of these sub-agents cost tokens, but what it saves you is the hours you'd otherwise spend redoing work that Claude broke because it forgot what you asked in the first place. So Superpowers gives Claude the process, plan, test, review, repeat. GSD gives Claude the clean context so that processing actually works every time. So to install this one, just run this command in your terminal, and then you can also type /GSD-help inside of Claude Code to see what other commands are available within that plugin.